lost 2 majors in the same month. Cutting corners made it worse, fucking around with unfuck. The trap lead, Cooper flag made the white jump. When the plug got knocked, I started giving fronts.
I want to give a quick shout out to Ntrovert Club on YouTube. If y'all want to go check him out. He's fairly brand new to my side of the internet. But I saw the title and I thought it was absolutely interesting, being as how I too am an introvert. I pick and choose where my energy goes. So what we're about to react to is, why do people treat quiet people differently? I'm gonna shut up and we're gonna talk.
Welcome to the Ntrovert Club podcast. This podcast is for the people who think too much, feel too much, and do not always have the right words to say. I know y'all see the vibe. I'm trying to work on these new colors, trying to work on the pod and make it better. But let's just get straight to the point. I got green on. The background looked like the sun hitting me. Let's keep it in. People do not like quiet black men. And let me tell you why. Because growing up, we was always taught, don't be yourself, be tough. Don't cry, don't always whine, don't complain. You got to be strong. And be also loud enough that people respect you and people hear you, but don't be loud enough to be a threat. And when you black, that means something in our world, in our community. Because not only are we as a person and at us, we are so many different things on so many different spectrums, on so many different levels. We are everything. We're not just tough. We were taught to be tough. We were taught to be strong. We were taught to be resilient. We were taught all of these different things. And as a person who not necessarily was a loud person, I'm a quiet person. So people always thought that was a knock on my belt, as, oh, he must be always mad. Oh, he think he better than everybody else. He's stuck up. Oh, he must not be from here. Something wrong with him. Because I never gave nobody anything for them to pick up. Like everything that if you have a problem with me, or say that I'm mad, stuck up, or something's wrong with me, everything that you're saying is you projecting. Because I haven't said anything. I haven't given you anything for you to say these things.
People typically will look for any excuse or any reason to not like you, and you haven't given them nothing, and that's the problem. You're going into these people's private spaces, picking and prodding for weaknesses. Can I use them? Can I take advantage of them? Are they weak? Are they at the bottom of the food chain? How can I use them to my advantage? When you have a group of people outside of yourself who are selfish, greedy, prideful, their practices are usually nefarious in certain degrees. As an introvert or someone who is reserved, you already know the energy that is being put out. You don't want to really be around that. You're trying to be social and be out here in the world, but you want to make sure that you protect your walk. You make sure that you don't have a bunch of liars and thieves around you. But because you have like this protective force field around you, it comes off as arrogance to a lot of folks.
But like I said, growing up, I was always taught to be, hey, closed mouths get fed. You better say something. You from the South. You was always supposed to be loud. Growing up from the South, you was supposed to be loud. You was supposed to be flamboyant. You was supposed to be in everybody's face. Gold grills, gold chains. This was us. And for me, not being like that, I realize white people in different races rather you be a loud threat than a quiet threat. Because me being quiet, they take that as a threat too. Because when a white person quiet, a white dude quiet, he's calculated, he's reserved, he's aloof, he's to himself. When I'm quiet, oh, you got a problem. He mad black man. He angry. And I never understood that. So it's like, yo, as black people, I couldn't be too loud. I couldn't be too quiet. You gotta be somewhere in between. But the worst part about all of that is I hate performing. I didn't want to be a performer. I just want to be myself. And I got people over here that's black telling me, hey, bro, you gotta be the loudest you can be, but also be quiet. Because you know how they get when they catch you being too loud. You're too full of yourself. You're too cocky. But oh, you can't be too quiet. Because if you're too quiet, why you quiet? You think you're better than us? And it's no in between. In this world, I feel like if people can't put you in a box, if people can't put you with a crew, a team, they're afraid of you. And that's the worst thing. Because I'm just trying to exist and be me. But in this world, don't nobody care about you trying to be you. Don't nobody care about you truly being.
That's why you always end up having to pick a side. You can't critique nothing without there being a problem. You can't like a specific food or a specific type of person without being biased. You can't be a part of a crew that looks 10 points less greater than the other person who's supposed to be a supermodel. If you hang out with them, then it's a problem. You're never going to be able to please nobody, so you're better off just being who you are and let people feel however they feel, because it's just inevitable. But I feel where you're coming from. I do. It's a damn if you do, damn if you don't.
In yourself. If that was the case, we wouldn't have all of these different clubs. We wouldn't have all of these different groups. People want to fit in an environment with other people that are alike, so that way they can judge you off of that. If I don't give anybody anything to judge, then they take that as the most dangerous thing in the world. We need something to pick at. You being quiet ain't gonna cut it. Would you standoffish? Would you shy? I hated that growing up. So what I had to do was perform. I had to pretend to be a loud, boisterous person, even though that's not who I was. I had to pretend to go to every single party and let my presence be known the loudest way every place I was.
And what ends up happening is you end up hanging out with people that you never liked in the beginning. They take advantage of you, or they try to, or you get involved with a female that you shouldn't have been. End up going through periods of trial and error, all because people kept trying to give you advice on how to live your life itself. You should have been just living your life how you were supposed to be living, the way you were supposed to be living, and to put on this table for the record. Quiet people are more meticulous, they're more well thought out, and they don't allow their emotions and feelings to dictate and control them. Stereotypes are an abomination to your mindset. They would rather do things in order and decent rather than allow your opinions to move them in a destructive way. I ain't got to elaborate, but if I do, I'll spin back. But come on, man.
I couldn't just be myself. And that's on both sides of the coin. Whether you're black or you're white.
Never happened.
People always had something to say about the quiet guy. And when you're at the party, you look like you're having fun. I'm having fun. I'm just ain't saying nothing. Or, hey, watch out for bro. He ain't saying nothing, so he might be dangerous. He might be stealing stuff.
My whole high school career, oh, he look like he'll blow up the school. He might do this, he might do that. And then I was just minding my business. I just wanted to get through the day, go home, get the hell away from all the phony, fake, pretentious whispers. Even though I didn't know a lot of the terminology and lingo, I knew who was really friends, who was really liking it, who was really on drugs, and who was like, I knew, nigga, you was on your deathbed, you just didn't realize it because of the type of environment that you kept on putting yourself in. Why would I want to be around that type of shit? But you quiet, everybody just automatically assume that you are the worst of the worst because you ain't loud about it. Because society suggests that all black people, they're this way when they want to be ignorant and this, that, and that.
I can't just exist. It got to be a problem with me. People want you to be the problem so bad, you can't do nothing. And I hate to say it that most people that are quiet, they got everything in their head that they thinking. Their brain is going crazy. That's why they're quiet, because they're thinking all the time. So if you quiet in the corner, people are thinking for you and saying what you gonna do before you do it, or how you feel because you ain't telling them. And my brain goes like this. I said this before. If I'm quiet, I don't know you. I might not be comfortable around you. I don't like you. Or I just don't feel like saying anything sometimes. And I feel like that last part is the one that weighs the most, but people don't understand it. Sometimes I don't have anything to say. As a quiet person, some days I don't have anything to say. Nothing good, nothing bad, just nothing. I'm just in my head. Or I'm just at peace. It don't have to be something going on. If I'm quiet, you don't automatically have to expect it's a thing. Oh, you angry? Something wrong? Oh, I don't know why you quiet. You think you're better than everybody in the world. No, I'm just existing. And I'm quiet. That's the definition. I'm quiet.
And being quiet is not a problem. Introverts don't have nothing to prove to nobody. We're not trying to show out for you. We're not trying to be flashy for nobody. We ain't trying to be the biggest, baddest person in the room. We just don't have interest in a lot of the superficial shit that most of y'all do. Y'all egos get in the way, and 9 times out of 10, you are your own destruction. We just sit back, observe, and nod our head mentally. It's like, yep, there goes another one, and there goes another one. Here we go again.
That's it. There's nothing else going on with me being quiet. But I feel like it's more pressure when you're black, because you always have to put an asterisk next to a black person. She a mad black woman, angry black man, quiet black guy. He's awkward. He's uncomfortable. He's shy. Why can't I be a quiet, strong black man? Why not? The reason why I made the Introvert Club is for people to understand, hey, you can be quiet, you can be introverted, you can be awkward, you can be to yourself, and you can still be cool, you can still be calculated, you can still be about your business, and people can see you as a person that has all of these positive qualities. You're just quiet. That's all. You're just quiet. It shouldn't be this big of a deal to be quiet. I want people to learn that we are, at the end of the day, all just people. We're all different. We do all different things. We don't always fit in a box. We are all unique. And if we appreciated one another for our uniqueness and our individuality, that would be important. But if I don't want to talk to you or say anything, I shouldn't be judged off that. I think you should judge a person once you get to know them and understand the character of their heart. And even after you judge them, understand that your judgment is to you. You don't have to put your judgment onto that person. If you don't like that person, then get out their face, get out their way. We ain't got to solve everything with conflict. We don't have to solve everything with arguments and fights. We don't have to solve everything like that. That's why I would try to tell people, hey, if I have a problem with you, you ain't gonna hear from me and see from me at all. That's how quiet people get out. I ain't gonna yell at you because I ain't no loud person like that. I ain't gonna be all in your face. I ain't gonna tell you, hey, I'm just gonna move out your way. That's it. And like I say, hey, bro, this is the Introvert Club. I don't care if you like it. I don't care if you feel it. I'm just telling you my perspective as an introvert. And if you're here, welcome to the club.
Shout out to that brother, man. That was a nice. I can't think of the word for that. What y'all think about this in the comment section? Quite frankly, if you know, you know. If you don't, then something is wrong with you, bro. Introverts are some of the most chill, humble people in the world. Complete opposite of what everybody continues to try to paint them as, or us, me, whatever. Be chill as hell. Just don't want to be around no BS. Shout out to Ntrovert Club. I'm gonna leave a link in the description in case anybody wants to go check out the brother's channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm out. God be easy.